Hey, what's up, guys? Jeff here at A Fine Card Collector, and yes, I've officially dropped the Jado. Today I have a mail day for you, actually a 3-package mail day. So if you saw a video that I posted over the weekend, I was looking through my mantle collection because there was a mantle I was watching on eBay, and I was debating whether I was going to pull the trigger or not on purchasing it. And so while I was looking through my mantles to double check and make sure I didn't have it, I figured I'd make a video on the mantles that I did have and post it. So I did. But anyways, in that video, I had said that I was thinking about pulling the trigger. Well, I didn't end up pulling the trigger. I ended up purchasing 6 cards on Sunday. So I made that video on Saturday, watching a mantle that was going to end on Sunday. And Sunday morning I woke up and I was looking through my list of 60s cards that I still need for my checklist. You know, a combination of multiple checklists, but the 2 major checklists is the 300 great cards of the 20th century and the post-war Hall of Fame players, post-war rookies set or checklist. So Sunday morning, woke up, was having coffee, looking over the checklist, and one by one I started kind of searching eBay for any of the cards that were up for auction that may have been ending soon, or anything that was fairly priced on buy it nows or best offers. And I ended up just kind of going ham and making some offers on some cards. And so probably by about 4 p.m., I had 6 cards that I purchased and had won. So, you know, needless to say, all that money that was going to go towards that mantle went to 6 other cards that I need for my 60s, which is good, which is great because, you know, that's really my focus. Mantle is not so much my focus. It's kind of on the back burner. But I'm really happy about the cards that I did purchase. I think I've owned 5 out of the 6 in the past, so I'm kind of working on picking these back up with no intent to sell anytime in the future. So it's really great. I'm really happy that I ended up picking these up. And, you know, my wife and I are going out of town tomorrow, and so we have family coming in who's gonna watch the Pogs for us, house sit and watch the Pogs. And yes, I said Pogs. Because I have 2 dogs and a pig. So my wife and I joke, the play on that word Pogs is pig and dogs, so Pogs. But also, my pig's name is Phoebe, I have a dog named Oscar, and I have a dog named Gus Gus. So it kind of works on both ends, so we call them the Pogs. So anyways, I had a 3-package mail day today, which I was really happy about because I didn't think any of these cards were going to be coming in before we left. And 3 ended up showing up today. So I figured I'd make a video because this is going to be my last video I could make until next week. We end up coming in late next week. So wanted to make a video today just kind of showing these pickups and talking a little bit more. So here's the pickups that I got, right? Came in 3 different packages. You know, it was funny is when I ended up going to the mailbox, I saw that 3 cards today were delivered. So when I ended up going to the mailbox, I saw these 2 packages in there. And so I was like, wait a minute, it says that 3 were delivered. And so I was like, oh shoot, I hope one's not missing or whatever. And then I get to my front door and here you go. You know, 1 single card in this big package. I mean, it's great. You know, you're not gonna, I appreciate the package, but unfortunately, when something comes in that big of a package and they leave it at the front door, my wife sees it. And so she knows I'm buying baseball cards. And that's always the first thing that she thinks. You know, when there's a package for me, because I don't buy on Amazon or anything else, when there's a package at the door for me, she's always like, oh, another baseball card? Well, actually, she's not that excited about it. You know, she's like, another baseball card? So, and it's funny because now every package that comes from me, it's always baseball card. And you know, she has Amazon packages coming daily and whatever packages she ends up buying. So I always joke back at her now. It's always a package will come, I bring it in the house and I look at her and say, you got another baseball card? You got another baseball card? And so she doesn't really get a kick out of it, but I do. anyways, I'm going to get to showing the cards. So as I have been mentioning in past videos, I need 30 cards on this checklist of the 60s for me to complete. And I had hopes or my goal is to finish this by the end of the year, to pick up all 30 cards by the end of the year. I have a little over 6 months. Nice thing is now, we're coming into June, so I'll have a full 6 months. And now I only need 24 because, again, I picked up 6 on Sunday. So 3 of them came today, so I'm going to show those 3. And then more than likely late next week when I get back from Mexico, I will show the other cards. And then I think also what I'm going to do is, the videos that I like watching on YouTube, I love watching all types of videos, right? But I think my favorites are watching videos from guys that I subscribe to with them working on a set, right? So, for instance, Ray from Philly, right? I've been watching Ray from Philly for years and years. He was one of the early guys I was watching on YouTube, as I was collecting again later as an adult. But he was the one that probably inspired me to also do the 300 great baseball cards of the 20th century. And I just loved watching Ray's videos, just simple videos of, kind of understanding what he already has in his collection and his journey, collecting them. He'd always, the title, at the beginning of his videos would always say his, 150th card. And I think he's up to like 202 something, somewhere maybe between like 210 and 230, right in that range, or 240. But he's got a ton of them now. But I love watching his journey. And so I think that's what I'll do, is just kind of keep posting my journey along the way. I'm hoping to figure out this computer thing a little bit more, so maybe I can actually show my checklist on screen and show what I'm going for, and then my pickups along the way. And then, and just kind of showing some other, there's another collection of cards that I'm thinking about doing. And Rev Steve's cards inspired me to do it. I want to do something just like his Hall of Fame binder. And I have a little twist on what I want to do with it. So when I finally get a little something together, I'll show it. But he put out a video on what he was doing, and I thought that was really awesome. And so I want to copy that and do something similar. But he inspired me to do that, So anyways, I will just get to showing the cards, and then my future videos, you'll see what I have to do. All right, so we'll start with, I don't even know. I've already opened them, so they're technically still in the packages, but I've already opened it up. So, and these 3 cards that came today, all 60s Hall of Fame rookie cards. None of them are the, probably top tier stuff of the 60s, but it's all stuff I need for my checklists. Hall of Famers, great players, and were they all 3 pitchers? They might all 3 be 3 pitchers. Yeah, no, 2 out of 3 are pitchers. So, but just happy to have them back in my collection, and going to be exciting to show them. Oh, and also what I'm going to try to do next week when I'm back from Mexico is also learn to do turn the camera around and just show these cards without me holding them up to the camera with all the glare. So it's not going to be the best again today, but next week when I get back over that weekend, probably that'll be my goal. All right, so the first one, and this card is just for my Hall of Fame player post-war rookie set. I don't think he is included in the, I could check. I have it right here. The 300 great baseball cards of the 20th century. No, it is not. I didn't think so. But again, that book, everybody's seen it. Everybody knows it. I also have it. But this card, none other than the Tony Perez rookie. And I love this card. I guess it's a short print, probably a high number short print. This card, I saw it again, I saw it priced fairly well, and I put an offer on it for basically right what it goes, middle of the road VCP, and ended up accepting. So I like the centering on it. Nice sharp card. Back's pretty nice. And that's it. Now I own, once again, a 65 Topps Tony Perez rookie. All right, next one up. Let's get to the box. Again, packaged it up very nicely, but unfortunately, now my wife knows I was buying baseball cards. All right, so this one, let me take this one out of the sleeve. All right, this one here, pitcher, awesome card, played for the Cubs, the 1966 Topps Ferguson Jenkins. Beautiful copy of this card as well. Nice centering as well. Left to right's very good, really nice. Up and down, a little off, but it's beautiful. Love it, sharp. Centering on the back is pretty much exactly the same. Really nice. So, that's that. All right, pickup number 3. It's actually not. It didn't go to the authenticator. Somebody used this as a repackaging tool, which is actually a great idea. But package number 3, card number 3. I guess I didn't even pull it out of this and look at it yet. But this card is for both the post-war rookies, the Hall of Fame player post-war rookie set, and the 300 great baseball cards of the 20th century. Always nice when you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And this is none other than the 1965 Topps Jim Catfish Hunter. There you go. Pretty nicely centered. It's not perfect. Left to right's a little off. Up and down, obviously, a little off. But, centering on this card doesn't bother me at all. Love the card. Very happy to have it. Back's pretty far off centered, but that's okay. Honestly, I don't get too critical of the back. The backs don't really bother me too much if it's off. As far as I'm concerned, if I ever display any of these, I'm never going to be putting it backwards and displaying the back. We're just going to be looking at the front. So anyways, that is all I have for today. So that was my 3-package mail day. Very happy they showed up today. And yeah, that's all I have for this week. I will be on vacation. I'll be back in a little bit less than a week, but I'll put out some more videos. And if you miss me and you're missing my videos, go back and watch any of my old ones. All right, well, until next time, thanks for watching. Very much appreciated. We'll see you all next time.